Hey guys, Dr. Leslie checking my microphone. Um, Here with a Diddy update, day 20. This is going to be a short one because I'm sure we are all sick and tired of hearing what this man does with his ejaculate and the abusive cycle he brings all these vulnerable women in. Again, we've got Jane on the stand, and he basically finds these vulnerabilities in women. He tries to find ways to bring them in to make them feel special. He integrates this gift giving, he integrates this power, and he starts to abuse it. He starts to push and push their comfort zone to they start to think that they want things that they would never want, that they never engaged in before, and they start to feel like they're stuck in it. They start to feel like that it's their fault. They start to feel a sense of guilt, and they start to feel this sense of caretaking for Sean Combs. This is not what Jane called. So she was like Googling stuff like, what the fuck is wrong with my man? So she Googled cuckold. And, that's when you are watching your partner get done by somebody else and that's sexually stimulating. I don't think that's what's happening here. She also said he was bi-curious. I don't think that's what's happening either. And I also don't think that it's a gender identity disorder. I think we are looking at a psychopathic, sadistic, powerful man addicted, so addicted to substances and sexual things that over time he just needed more and more and more. And I'm not talking about more and more sex. I'm talking about more and more drugs, that things just weren't working for him anymore because he couldn't reach the level of stimulation. So he had to make things more ritualistic. He had to hone his skill like a serial killer. So she was, the little lawyer tried to really hammer her on the stand. I don't know that she did a very good job. What she did was Jane Doe, she made the victim very reactive, but I don't know that she made her any less credible at all. I mean, they asked about purses. Like at one point, she was jealous that another girl got a better purse, but she got a purse that was still in the thousands. And when the little attorney asked about it, she mentioned, you probably know how much it is because you have one yourself. She said, how much is the purse? And the victim replied, like, basically that her body was worth more than the purse. So she was kind of pushing back at the attorney, saying that your line of questioning is ridiculous and patronizing, which it was. They're trying to get a reaction out of her. I don't think they got any kind of discrediting stuff. Like, she wasn't befuddled. She was clearly like spicy. She's clearly been in therapy. She was using therapy words. She showed a lovely understanding of these cycles that can happen when you're with a narcissistic, antisocial, psychopathic person who's trying to play out a fetish or a paraphilic disorder and make you enjoy it too. But again, you guys, I'm so glad that everyone is seeing this and that these women are describing it in the way they are. Jane did an excellent job describing it because this is what people go through. This is what women go through. And we rarely have a platform this large to explain psychological, emotional, verbal, physical, sexual abuse and the clusterfuck of what that does to a woman, leading to complex post-traumatic stress disorder, which is just a mixed bag. And it is so hard to differentiate your feelings, your triggers, your impulses, your hypervigilance. It's so hard to differentiate it, prioritize it, and then treat it properly. Individuals with diagnoses like this need multifaceted treatments. They need to target cognitive stuff, behavioral stuff. They need to target calming, meditation. They need to target memories. You have to jump around to different therapies and different therapists. You need to take breaks. You can't have a hangover from the therapy itself, an emotional hangover. It has to be a very trained person, a very trained professional who can handle somebody with this severity of trauma. And these women, God, I just hope they get it because this is bad. So the prosecutor, no, it sounds like the defense wanted to keep juror number six, but the prosecutors wanted to get rid of juror number six. I don't think a decision was made, but the juror keeps nodding and I think laughing. Um, Also, there's a juror who's like really old. I'm not sure how old. That's what I've been told. So I think we have like a claim for elder abuse. So if that juror, if that's you, if you're the elderly one and you're feeling traumatized by this trial, you just let me know. Just let me know, and I will just go ahead and help do a psychological evaluation on you. We'll find you a personal injury attorney who will happily take your case. We'll get you justice for being forced into this trial. Uh, at least you're in New York, at least you're not in Los Angeles and doing all of this shit show that's going on here. Yeah. So the mistrial was denied, of course, because that's a bunch of bullshit. And yeah, so we just went on with more abuse. KK, I guess, didn't really like Jane Doe, and it showed because Diddy would then be even worse to her. To this day, she's living on Diddy's dime, which I think is a little strange. She also recently met with the defense team. So defense made sure to bring that up as well. I don't know if she was like hoping to play both sides. She can't get in trouble for any of this, but I'm sure everybody wanted to figure out, how can we use you in your story because it's the most recent one we have of a woman involved with him sexually, although he was like cheating and fucking around left and right. So she had some amazing points. I'm glad at one point she asked for a break. I've been saying this every single day. Girls, ask for a break. No one is holding you captive up there. You can step down and take a break any fucking time you want. Now, lawyers don't want you to know that because they want you to get into a cornered, heightened emotional state, but you can take a break and you can slow things down. The best advice I ever got from an attorney was listen to the question, repeat it to yourself, count to 10. It's going to feel like 1 second to everybody else, but it's a world of difference to you and your emotional state. Okay, well, tomorrow they are going to start at 1 p.m. Eastern time, and they're going to go until 5 p.m., and it's probably just all going to be Jane again. And I'm very excited because I think after this, we are going to start bringing in the heavy hitters, and the heavy hitters meaning like politicians that are involved in this, and start building out the case for the racketeering.